Hello. I'm Kiwi McGuire, your Norwex independent consultant, and you've received Norwex. And now what do? Does anybody feel like that? Maybe you got our EnviroCloth, our full-size EnviroCloth in the mail. This is what that looks like. I already have this wet with water. Okay, so our EnviroCloth, our full-size window cloth, or maybe you receive samples. So something like these two, EnviroCloth and Window Cloth. Doesn't matter the size, all the cloths work the same, okay? But you can tell this is obviously smaller. For comparison, this is how big one of our travel cloths is. So the samples I make are even smaller than the travel cloth. So I'm gonna show you what you can do with these cloths because it is amazing. You hopefully already received instructions from me, but if not, this should cover the bases and give you a really good idea of how you can use it. First thing I want you to do is to hide those paper towels and those chemical cleaners. You do not need these anymore, okay? I'm telling you, you do not need these. I have ditched harmful chemicals and sprays completely from our house, and we have been that way for 6 years, okay? No more of this. I just have this for demos to show you guys, okay? Other than that, our house is completely free of that. What I'm gonna do is I want to show you how it works. Have a party with me, join a Zoom, a Facebook, send me questions if you want to understand how Norwex works and how the mechanical cleaning. I want to keep this short today for you. All right, so what I have done is I've smeared peanut butter on my granite, and I'm going to show you how quickly and easily Norwex picks this up. So some key points. Just tap water. I've got this put this underneath the sink. I got it thoroughly wet and I squeezed it out. This should not be dripping wet. It is the microfiber that does the work, not the water. Okay, when you get this, you want to fold it twice. Okay, once and fold it again. This gives you 8 clean sides to work with. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and then you can take this, fold it this way. Now you've got 3, 4, and then you have the other side of the cloth. This comes in really handy when you're cleaning those big surfaces. Now, if you have this sample cloth, trust me, you can still do everything with this. You're just gonna have to rinse it out more frequently, and the idea is to give you a taste on how well this cloth works. Not necessarily for you to tackle your whole house, but I will tell you what, I have these floating around my house too, because you never know when you just need a little ear, and they work great. So I actually keep one by my desk. I use it all the time to clean my mouse, my keyboard, just different surfaces. So, as I was saying, the EnviroCloth, think Enviro for every surface in your home. Your granite, picking up those big messy messes like peanut butter. Your stainless steel, your oven, your appliances, inside your microwave, your toilet, your windows and mirrors. Whenever you're doing your high shine surfaces, you follow back up with the window cloth to polish that surface dry. So think P for purple or P for pink for polish, okay? EnviroCloth wet first, window cloth second. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what you guys are already familiar with, and that is the chemical cleaner, the spray. Not only, first of all, it sprays everywhere, all over my granite. Aerosol cleaners, spray cleaners have the damage they do to our lungs when we inhale is the equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes a day. Do you see one of the reasons why we want to eliminate that from our homes? If our wipes users, they're pesticides. They also contain very harmful ingredients. The most important thing is read the instructions. On those bottles, you're supposed to use 1 wipe per square foot area, and then you're supposed to wipe it down you're supposed to let it sit on the surface for 4 to 12 minutes, depending on the brand, and then you're supposed to wipe it down with a cloth and water. Now, not even going to begin to discuss the environmental impact, not just those chemicals, but then also paper towels. 51,000 trees are cut down every single day for North America's paper towel habit. So let's see what's happened here. literally has just sprayed, and I need to, smeared is what I meant to say. And I have to keep wiping and spraying. I can't make it squeak because it is covered in grease. So let's make this a bit easier. I'm gonna take the EnviroCloth. Are you ready for this? Get ready to be amazed, because think about every time you chop up a sandwich, every time you need to wipe down your table or your counters when you've spilled something. Watch this. Boom! Now, there's still some I have to pick up, but watch. That's squeaky clean. It has lifted and removed everything from the surface. So now, here's my EnviroCloth. See what I'm talking about? Boom! Now I've got another clean surface. And let me just make this easier and clean this whole area. Now, what you probably can't see from the camera is that this is wet. And it's granite, and it has, oh, and squeaky. So it has a shine to it. So that's when I take our window cloth and I polish the surface. Within seconds, it's dry, it's a perfect streak-free shine, and there's no chemical residue. So now, I wanna show you an example since you're like, but I have the smaller one. So let's say, my dog's probably gonna smell that and start freaking out again. Okay, so yep, here he comes. So here's my little one. Here's this big mess. Now watch, same thing. Oh, so right there. Now, I just folded it over. Now it's squeaky clean. So now what are you gonna do? Okay, so now the surface has been picked up. Sorry, let me move this camera up so I can see you guys a little bit better, or I gotta scooch down. So this has peanut butter on it. What do? Okay, after every time you use this cloth, whether it's your sample or your full size, get your water running at your sink, make it nice and warm, okay? When you use warm water, it opens up the fibers and it lets all the gunk out. So you're going to take this under the sink and you're gonna rub the cloth against itself. My little joke is I like to say, get that cloth frisky, okay? Get it frisky. It is gonna get it clean. You're going to wring it out really well and you're gonna find somewhere to hang the cloth. Now, most of our cloths, all the cloths you buy have a tag. That's where you're gonna hang your cloth from. If you don't, the samples don't all have a tag. You may have gotten one with a tag, but you wanna find somewhere where you can hang it. This way, as the cloth dries, the silver that's embedded in the fibers of the cloth can do its job and prohibit bacteria growth. The silver in the cloth makes sure that mold, mildew, fungi, all of those stinky smells do not grow in this cloth. So rinse it out, wring it to dry, and drape it somewhere where it can get air. Do not let the cloths sit in a pile, okay? If you do this, the cloth will get stinky because it hasn't given the silver a chance to do its job. So whether you, like I said, whether you have a full-size cloth or you're trying to figure out how to take advantage of these samples, after each use, you wanna do that. Now, if you have not gotten this, it's thebomb.com. I've got tons of information on it. You may have received samples from me, okay? When you use this, let's say you're just using it for your cloth, you can literally open this up. I'll give you a little demonstration here, but I'm not actually gonna wash it because my sink's behind me. You can take as little as this much. This is enough detergent to clean your cloth. Okay, so if you've gotten a sample from me, now you can run this underneath the water, rinse it like this, and it is going to be clean. Now you can take this cloth, go all the way over your stainless steel, all over that, polish it dry with a window cloth. Go over your mirrors, polish it dry with a window cloth. Try to get those toothpaste stains that are on your kid's sink and on the faucets. Go down with this, polish dry with this. This is always dry, this one's wet, okay? But not dripping wet. So the rules for the Norwex, it's driving me nuts that my tripod keeps falling. The rules for Norwex microfiber: no bleach, no fabric softener, no dryer balls. Again, I would love to educate you, friends, and family on the dangers of those, not just for your cloths, but for your health and the environment. So synthetic fragrances are not good for our bodies. And so just think about if you want to host a party, a Zoom party, a Facebook party. Zoom's so much fun because it's one quick time period, like an hour. Get to share how amazing Norwex is, and you get spoiled with rewards. So let me know if you have any questions about these cloths. I'm excited to get you started, and have a wonderful day. Bye.